Today, you are going to learn every single thing that you need to do in order to make it to the top of the Faceit leaderboards. I have made it to number 3 here in North America. I've gotten over 3,700 ELO, played in FPL consistently, even found myself in some international tournaments all the way across the world representing my country. Now, a lot of you might say that's luck, a lot of you might say it's random, but clearly I have a pattern of success when it comes to Counter-Strike, and I want to share with you some of the things that I have learned, some of the mistakes I've made, and things that are overall just going to make you a lot better of a player. And you might be able to see yourself push higher and higher on the Faceit leaderboards, because I have a trick for you guys. I have a little news flash for you guys. Is the people at the top of the leaderboard, they're human too. I wake up every day and I think that I suck at the game, I think I'm bad, but for some reason I still find myself up there, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. The first thing that you need to understand is Counter-Strike is obviously a 5-player game. Too many of you guys are so worried about only yourself, right? And that is just going to set you up for failure, because when you're playing a map, right, like say, hopefully Train gets added to the pool, but like, say we're playing Train here, newsflash, you can't cover every single area of the map, right? So what do we have to do? We have to be able to trust our teammates. We have to trust our solo all the other solo queue players in the game. We have to be able to trust them and play off of them. Too many players are so freaked out and so concerned, like, my teammates suck, they're horrible, they throw my games. Yes, they are, but like, what are you doing to make it so that they are playing the game better, right? I want you to start being able to supplement your teammates, right? Supplement them with utility, with flashes, set them up in positions. If they're struggling, give them ideas, right? Way too many of us are just so quick to just start screaming, yelling, doing all this stuff, and what does that do? It makes it so we lose. So then you're watching a Kojima video on YouTube where he's top 30, top 25 and Faceit pretty much at all times, and you're like, how is this dude up there? Well, it's because, like, I've understood how to manage these players and make sure that, yeah, they might be trolling, they might suck at the game, they might be having an off day, but we can utilize them and set them up to succeed by giving them positive reinforcement, by positive comms, dropping them, giving them ideas like we said earlier, and all kinds of good stuff. Now I'm going to get more into depth, but first I have to give you a message about how to get some crazy cool skins like this Desert Hydra. If you love Counter-Strike 2 skins, listen up. SkinsMonkey is going to be your platform to use. They are offering a $5 free bonus for every $100 traded. I love SkinsMonkey because they have an instant way to get new skins, 24/7 live chat support, and multiple different features including filters to get exactly what you want on their site. Right now they are offering a Black Friday weekend event, guys. This is a 45% deposit bonus on Friday. That is 10% more than usual. If you're late to the party on Saturday and Sunday, they're offering a 40% deposit bonus, which is absolutely great. And this is your time to get the skins of your dreams for cheap. Thank you so much, SkinsMonkey. You're a wonderful site. Use code KOJO for the best discounts out there. All right, guys. So what we need to do then is understand that obviously it's a team game, like we said. And this is where I love to start doing pushes and taking over the game for my team, right? Because even if I am struggling to aim on the day, which I do struggle a lot to aim, I whiff a lot of shots, I can give my team that purpose and direction, right? Because think about yourself for a second. When you are playing at your best, it's because you have a purpose. You are running around, you're doing things, you're feeling good. And sorry, I'm a little sick, guys. But you're actually like, you're just farming, right? Because you have a purpose. You know exactly what you're doing on every peak. You're running around doing this, that. When you're playing bad, it's the complete opposite. We find ourselves drifting around. We don't really know where we're going or what we're doing, right? We're like, oh, I don't know if I should play here or here. So if you have a teammate in your game that doesn't have that purpose, doesn't have that direction, I don't care if you are shooting. I don't care if you are playing good or bad. It's so easy to be like, hey, bro, yo, double up with me and let's walk through inner here. And now you guys are making a team play. This guy could suck. This guy could be really bad, but now he's being used in a useful manner. Now he's being used in a way that is so beneficial to the team. And if you have a really cool guy that is sucking, is not playing good or something, you can do bait setups, right? You could do something where like maybe you're hiding in a position and you have the guy baiting for you, jiggling, right? They see him, they're going to chase him down. They're so concerned about that they completely forget about these other spots. There's so many ways to utilize players, even if they're not shooting. The thing is, most pug stars, most players that are so mad and so concerned about climbing the ladder, is they don't actually do anything with these players that they think are awful. I've seen it in FPL, man. There's some nasty, toxic people here in North America FPL. It's absolutely disgusting, where they'll get into a game with you in FPL or just a pug, and they'll sit there and just scream at you and tell you how bad you are. These are top players in the scene. Some players like on Noun, some players on Elevate, all these other teams where they're just screaming at you for not knowing how to play the game, for not knowing what you're doing. Like they're pathetic, right? Like it's pathetic at the end of the day, and it really hurts the scene when top players don't understand this. So that's why I want you, as you're grinding and growing through the scene, to be able to help these players and make sure that they're getting everything they need to do. Now guys, shifting away from the team a little bit, one reason that you're not improving and not gaining a lot of elo 2 does come down to the fact that like you are not putting yourself in beneficial queues. Maybe it's because you guys are queuing with your friends that aren't as good at the game. Maybe it's because you are solo queuing all the time. Maybe it's because you are rolling the dice 24/7 with that kind of thing. Guys, if you actually want to improve and rank up, you have to get at least one solid player, two solid players, three solid, whatever it is. You have to get a good stack where everyone can understand their job and roles. And why is this so important? Obviously because there's accountability. You know that your homie is going to lock down inner, you know that this person's going to do this, but also because it sets up a new dynamic, right? Where we can do some really cool stuff. Like, you know, maybe your teammate wants to peek Ivy here. You can just set up like a whatever flash, right? And that's probably not a good flash at all, but you know what I mean? Like we can set up these flash plays. We can set up these like cool pieces of utility, these boosts, right? You can be like, hey bro, I need you to boost me here and do this. Hey bro, I need you, you know, to run the strat that we made. So if you don't have that queue, you're just not gonna ever be able to fully embrace the team aspect of the game, right? You're not gonna be able to be part of something bigger, and it purely comes down to your individual choice of just not playing with people. And you might be like, well coach, I don't have friends, right? And that's part of the game. When I first started playing, I had nobody. I literally had absolutely nobody to queue with, nobody to play with. Sorry, I'm so sick, guys. And it was a struggle, but then you slowly start to add people. You slowly start to, you know, expand your connections, your list, your network, and it becomes so much easier, man. Guys, and another huge mistake that you are making inside of these games, and even before the game starts, is you are making the match way bigger than it needs to be. So many of us are super concerned about like, oh dude, we're playing our very skilled player, we're playing a level 10, he just hit a crazy shot on me, like a triple wall bang through 5 walls, and he's cheating, he's so good. Guys, at the end of the day, if you are so concerned about the other team and what they're doing and what queue you're stacking against, you are going to start losing elo. And I know this because this is a mistake that I've made in the past, where I start to get so mad when I have to play certain players, and I'm like, oh dude, they're so good, they're so sweaty, blah blah whatever. Guys, if you instead pour your focus into yourself and developing your craft with plays, gimmicks, tricks, all these different things, it helps you out so much because you're no longer concerned about what the enemies are doing before the game even starts. You're not concerned who they are. Instead, you're like, dude, I've got this cool play I want to run. I've been destroying people on this angle, this post plant. I already know I'm going to win it because I'm going to do this. When you start visualizing positively and you start actually like thinking about the good things and how you're going to succeed, how you're going to farm, your win rates, your success is going to go up so much. And guys, lastly, I want you to embrace the journey. So many of us want to give up when we start losing. So many of us want to give up when things get hard. It's where you learn the most, guys. And I've said this a lot on the channel. I've said this in so many past videos. You have to lose in order to win, right? So many of us are so concerned about winning that we're like, oh, dude, if we lose, like, it's just over, man. It's the worst thing in the world. But you got to understand that when you take these losses on the chin, when you actually stomach them and watch them back or think about what went wrong, there's so many lessons, there's so much value in them. So never ever forget to learn from your losses. But yeah, appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go get some rest because I am feeling so sick now and I'm super congested. So I'm sure you guys I'm sure you guys enjoyed that. But let me know what your thoughts are. If you want some personal coaching from me, I'm offering services now too, and I'd love to get you out there to the world, out there for everybody to see, and we can learn with you. So appreciate every single one of you guys. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.